Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
Um, could you explain to me why you think Islam is false?
I believe Islam is false because I don't believe that prophets can be bewitched. I don't believe that demonic or dark powers or of evil powers can control them. So, um, Muhammad being bewitched cancels him out as a prophet.
But what do you mean by he was bewitched? Like in what way?
That magic was worked on him and his mind was being controlled to the point where he did not know what he was doing or saying for a very long time.
Okay, but Muhammad, he was a person, he was a human, right?
Yeah, prophets can't
And
prophets can't be bewitched. They have
no,
this
but
they have this
prophets,
they have the
prophets
spirit
are
of God.
humans as well. Prophets were humans, but they had a special connection with God, correct?
They cannot be bewitched. They have the spirit
No,
of
but the
God.
thing is, they were humans. They're not like super people with like supernatural abilities. They were
They have
humans.
the spirit of God. They cannot be
Okay,
bewitched.
but they were humans, and humans can come across temptation and everything. That's a
Temptation
test
is
from God.
temptation is not being bewitched.
Okay, but in the sense I'm talking about, humans come across everything in life. Do they not?
Yeah, bewitchment is not a process of temptation or trials that you go through as a believer.
Okay,
As a prophet, you cannot be bewitched or overtaken by demonic powers.
but
Cannot
life
happen.
is a test. You can come across anything in life,
I feel
really.
like you're ignoring what I'm saying. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
I
Okay,
am.
okay. So I said that the prophets have the spirit of God. So evil spirits cannot overcome the spirit of God that is within the prophets or that is upon the prophets
Okay, let's go back. Where did you hear that he was bewitched?
in the hadith.
Which one?
Let me pull it up for you. All right. Sahih Bukhari 3175.
Can you read it out for me?
Yes, it says, narrated Aisha. Once the prophet was bewitched, so that he began to imagine that he had done a thing which in fact he had not done.
Okay, so basically a dream
No,
or
not
hallucinations.
hallucinations or whatever it is. The evil powers worked on him to where he thought he was doing things that he wasn't even doing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he was bewitched to the point where his mind he didn't have control of his own mind. He was bewitched.
So that's the reason why you think Islam is false.
It's one of the reasons. It shows that Muhammad's a false prophet because
Okay, what's the other reasons?
prophets can't be bewitched.
Okay, what other reasons are there?
Wait, yeah, what do you have to say about this one?
No, I'm just saying, what other reasons are
I,
there?
I'll get to that. I'll show you the other reasons, but this is top notch. You don't. What do you think about that? You believe that a prophet can of God who has the protection and spirit of God on them? Do you think that that they can be bewitched?
I do.
The Quran doesn't even. The Quran goes against that. Look. Hold on, let me show you. If you go to chapter 16, let's go to like 98. So chapter 16, starting at verse 98. When you're paused, I can't hear you, just to let you know.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
It's all good. But I'm going to read it out. If you want to look at it yourself as well, you can. But this is chapter 16, verse 98. It says, so when you want to recite the Quran, seek refuge with Allah from Shaitan, the outcast. Verse 99.
Yeah.
Verily, he has no power over those who believe and put their trust only in their Lord. All right. So Satan has no power. His power doesn't work on those who believe and trust Allah.
Okay, but there was another prophet as well, Prophet Ayub. I don't know his name in English.
Let me finish this.
Okay.
So his verse 100, it says, his power, so Satan's power, is only over those who obey him and follow him and who join partners with Allah. So Satan's powers doesn't work against those who believe in Allah and trust in Allah. They only work against those who follow Satan and commit shirk. So if the powers of Satan was working against Muhammad, that means
I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
But there was another prophet as well, Prophet Ayub. I don't know his name in English, but there was. he was a true believer of God. He had everything. God gave him everything. What do you call it? The devil became jealous of him, and then God gave him permission, like the devil, to take everything away from the prophet. That was basically the devil's doing. The devil's doing, not God. So he basically. Wait, what?
Did you just receive
Wait,
a
I'm
message?
confusing myself. I'm confusing myself. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm confusing myself. But wait. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying.
You're talking about the story of Job, who had troubles from Satan.
Yeah, him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's not bewitchment.
So you know what I'm saying, basically.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, and you're not saying you're not dealing with what I'm bringing. You're someone in the chat said you're being bewitched. Come on. That was good. That was the moment, like, was crazy, right? That was pretty good timing.
Mm.
Good timing joke. But look, trials and tribulations, hardships is not the same as being bewitched, having evil power controlling your mind and affecting you. She left. I don't know if she disconnected or whatever. Let me give her the benefit of the doubt that her phone died or something. She sounded like she was willing to have a full discussion. So Tish says Aisha got back at Momo, told all his dirty little secrets. Yeah, Aisha didn't hold back.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hi, Ahmed. I can't hear you if you're paused, bro.
Oh, sorry, man.
all good.
Wow, you get some fan out there. Nice.
It's all glory to God, man. We, brothers and sisters appreciate good work that we do.
Nice. So I heard the argument about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, being what you just said. That's why Islam is false.
Bewitched. It's one of the reasons why I believe he's a false prophet.
Okay. Are you familiar with the verse Romans 3:7?
Yes.
What it says? Can you read that for the audience?
No, if you can, you can read it out.
I don't have any device, my friend. I don't know if you can read it.
All right, so I got you. So just to be clear, though, because Romans 3:7 doesn't have anything to do with bewitchment. But here's my question: do you agree that prophets can't be bewitched?
Well, if you read that, I mean, that should clarify a lot of stuff. Like if you read Romans 3:7, I think that will establish like our argument. That's what I'm asking.
How does Romans 3:7 have anything to do with Muhammad being bewitched? Do you believe that a prophet can be bewitched?
But would you be able to read, or you want me to read?
We'll get to that after you tell me if you believe a prophet can be bewitched or not.
Well, as far as like prophet goes, they're human. Like Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Prophet Muhammad, they're all humans, right? So as far as like the humans, I mean, they're like us, even though they're chosen one, but they're like humans. So anything possible. They're not God.
Okay. So I'm gonna read this again. You believe that is bewitchment, like witchcraft. That's what being bewitched is you're under witchcraft. Is witchcraft from Allah or is it from the devil?
It's from the devil. But if you brother, if you don't want to read Romans,
but just really quick, I just want to read you something. So witchcraft, bewitchment is of the devil, and it says that Muhammad was bewitched, so he was under the powers of the devil. This is what this says in your Quran. It says that
which verse again? Sorry,
it's chapter 16.
In chapter 16,
verse 98 to 100.
Okay.
It says, when you recite the Quran, seek refuge from the Satan. Right? Seek refuge from Satan. Verse 99 says, verily, he has no power over those who believe and put their trust in their Lord. So Satan's power does not work against very good.
Yeah.
But verse 100, it says, his power is only over those who obey and follow him, and those who join partners with Allah.
Yep,
So
that's the Satan's work job that they will receive.
that's right.
us like
You don't got to explain it. It's pretty self-explanatory. No problem. So we see that Satan's power doesn't work on believers and those who trust in the Lord, but it works on those who follow Satan.
That's easy.
Okay, good. But the powers of Satan worked on Muhammad.
Well, these believers are Satan under the Satan's influence already anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So was Muhammad a disbeliever then?
No, he's not.
So how was it that the powers of Satan worked against him if he wasn't a disbeliever?
Well, my dear brother, if you read Matthew 4:1-11,
Matthew 4:1 doesn't help you here. Mark doesn't help you here. Mark doesn't help you. Luke doesn't help you. Stop doing the Muslim shuffle. Stop the Muslim shuffle.
See, now you're not
Stop
letting me
the
talk.
Muslim shuffle.
You spoke.
This is the Muslim shuffle.
It's your live, I know. I know it's your live, bro. Oh, I know it's your live.
Just relax,
I know you can control.
relax.
You got the power, bro. You got the power, bro. It's your live.
Relax.
You can drop me right
I know.
now
Satan doesn't have power over me, thank God. So,
bro,
if Muhammad is not a believer, is not a disbeliever, how is it that the powers of Satan are working against him when they only work on those who follow him?
Bro, it's your live. You got the power. You're not answering me. I said it's Jesus was possessed by Satan, or according.
I'm just waiting on one Muslim to have a coherent conversation. Just one of you guys. I know it's a lot to ask for, but just some of you, please. How you doing, man? Are you a Muslim?
Yeah, I'm a Muslim, alhamdulillah.
Welcome to the panel, man.
Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
So, just quick question. Why is Islam false? Just so we can have a conversation.
I
Why do you believe Islam?
I believe that Islam is false because the Quran has contradictions in it. And the Quran says if it has contradictions in it, then it's not from Allah.
Does the Bible have contradictions in it?
Nope.
Okay. So, you stated the Bible doesn't have contradictions in it.
And I stated that the Quran has contradictions in it, which goes against the criteria that the Quran itself sets. The Quran says, if there are any contradictions in this book, then you know that it's not from Allah. Do you agree with that?
Can you name me the contradiction?
Yes, of course I can name you the contradiction. Go to chapter 16 for me.
Chapter 16. Okay.
Verse 89.
Verse 89.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I need to go on Google for this. Chapter 16, verse 89, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Surah Al-Nahl. Okay. And mention the day we will resurrect among every nation a witness over them from themselves, i.e. the Prophet, and we will bring you, O Muhammad, salam, as a witness over these, i.e. your nation, and we have sent down to you the book as clarification for all things, as guidance and mercy and good tidings for the Muslims. Yes?
Very good. So you see how that verse says that Allah sent Muhammad the book, which is the Quran, obviously, right? That is in your translation, it says clarification of all things.
Yep.
All right. But, the Arabic, it says that it's a detailed explanation of all things. But I don't mind. Clarification of all things, detailed explanation of all things means the same thing. I don't mind that. So pretty clear, right? Straightforward. Nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with that. Here's my problem. Go to chapter 3, verse 7.
Okay. Okay. It is he who has sent down to you, O Muhammad salam, the book. In it are verses that are precise, that they are the foundation of the book, and others unspecific. As for those in whose hearts is deviation from the truth, they will follow that of it which is unspecific, seeking discord and seeking an interpretation suitable to them. and no one knows its true interpretation except Allah. But those firm in knowledge say, we believe in it. All of it is from our Lord, and no one will be reminded except those of understanding. Okay, I see why you may perceive this as a contradiction, because Allah said in Surah An-Nahl, verse 89, it is a clear clarification, correct?
Yes, of everything.
Yeah, of everything. And then in this verse, it's saying, as for those in whose hearts is deviation from the truth, they will follow that of it which is unspecific.
So there are verses that are not clarified, while the Quran says that it clarifies everything, right?
But Allah states, as for those in whose hearts is deviation, so this is the disbelievers, the people who are deviating, they are going to follow what is unspecific of it. So they perceive it as unspecific.
No, come on. I don't mean to cut you off, my friend, but let's try to comprehend what the text says. It just it just told you that there are precise verses in the Quran. Those verses are the foundation of the book, right? That's what it says in the beginning, the top of the verse, right?
Right.
Okay. So there are precise verses, and those are the foundation of the book. But then there are other verses that are not specific, right?
Okay, but hold on. This verse, the verse 1689 states, we have sent down to you the book as clarification for all things and as guidance and mercy.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say that the book itself is entirely clear and clarified.
It literally says that the book itself is a clarification of everything.
Yes, but it doesn't say the verses are clarified.
So what does the book contain if not verses?
The book contains... You're not listening.
I'm listening very closely, my brother.
All right. Hear this, okay?
Okay.
You're stating that this verse says the verses are unclear. No. The verse says the Surah Ali Imran chapter 3 verse 7, it says the disbelievers will see those verses are unclear. 89 says the book is a clarification, not the verses. The book is a clarification, like what is said in the Quran.
It's clear.
Listen, the message is clear. The message.
It doesn't say the message is clear. It says the book is sent down as a clarification of all things. It doesn't say that the message is a clarification or the message is being clarified. It says the book itself is sent down as a clarification of everything, bro. There's no way around this.
But
what?
Listen.
I'm listening, baby.
Oh my God.
I'm listening.
Okay. You gave me 1689 and 37.
Yes.
37. I'll tell you exactly what 37 says.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They will follow that of it, which is unspecific.
Wait. Read the part before that. I don't know why you keep jumping to the part where disbelievers or deviant people. Fine. Yeah, read the part right before that.
Right, cool. It is he who has sent down to you, O Muhammad, the book. In it are verses that are precise, and they are the foundation of the book, and others unspecific.
All right, stop there. So in the Quran, in the book itself, there are verses that are clear, right? They're precise. There are other verses that are not clear. They're not specific, right?
True. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they will.
So there's two different categories of verses in the Quran. There are the clear verses in the Quran, and there are the unclear verses in the Quran. The precise verses, the unspecific verses. Okay. Yeah. Now, the people who deviate, they will use the unspecific verses to try to trip up people. That's what this verse says later. That the people with deviance in their hearts try to use the unclear verses, the unspecific verses to, basically trip people up, deceive them or whatever. But then it continues to say, but no one knows the meaning of these verses except Allah. Only Allah knows the meaning of these unspecific verses. And even the people of knowledge, they just say, it's all from our Lord, we believe. So they don't even
Yeah.
know. They just affirm it though, right?
They believe it. Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So this is where we're at, bro.
Okay.
There's clear verses, there's unclear verses in the Quran. However, the Quran says in 1689 that it's a clarification of everything. So there's nothing in the Quran that should be unclear. That's the contradiction.
How do I say this?
I can tell you how. I can tell you how to get out of this. There actually is a way.
No. I know what I want to say, but I don't know how to say it.
I'm gonna
Okay,
try. I
like-
can help you. I can help you. Here's how to say it.
Listen,
Say
let
here,
me get there.
say ashadu.
Okay, let's relax here.
Say ashadu. I bear witness.
All right. You said your stuff. Let me say my stuff.
All right,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Allah said in 89, we have sent down the book as clarification for all things and as guidance and mercy and good tidings for the Muslims.
Mm.
Guidance, mercy, and clarification.
Mhm.
Okay.
Those are three things that the Quran is. Uh-huh.
All right. The verse you're talking about says, and mention the day we will. The verse you're talking about says, in it are verses that are precise and the foundation of the book, and others unspecific. Okay, these unspecific verses, they what happens to them? Scholars tafsir, they interpret them.
The scholars don't even know the meaning of these verses, bro.
But listen, no. Those firm in knowledge say we believe in it. All
Yeah,
of it is
yeah.
from
Do the people of knowledge know the meaning of these unclear verses?
They believe in it.
But do they know the meaning of them?
Only Allah knows, as you can
Very,
see.
very good. Very good.
Allah.
Very good. So talking about scholars trying to interpret these things means nothing to me because the verse just told us that not even the scholars know the meaning of these. So they're irrelevant.
Yeah, and the thing is with the clarification part, we have sent down to you the book as clarification for all things. It's not mentioning verses unclear.
If there's verses that are unclear in the Quran, is the Quran clarifying all things?
Yes, it's a clarification for all things. Yes.
I'm going to repeat the question. I'm going to give you a second chance to answer that. Now, take a second to think about what you just said. If the Quran has unclear verses in the book, is the Quran a clarification of all things?
Unspecific, not unclear. Unspecific. Two different words, different meanings. Unspecific. It means these verses.
So if it's
don't
unspecific, is it clarified?
Listen, unspecific. It's like Allah's not going into depth about it. He's not specifying.
Right.
But
So
it's
if he doesn't specify, is it clear?
It can still be clear without being specified.
How?
Is this not hard? Like what?
Oh, okay. So let me give an example. You ready? Let me give you an example. Okay. We're gonna go to chapter 17, verse 1. Go to chapter 17, verse 1 for me. We're gonna run this test here. We're gonna see if the Quran clarifies all things. The Quran itself.
17, verse 1. All right.
And someone said it's unclearly specified. It's unclearly specified. Subhan Yeshua.
All right. Surah Al-Isra, verse 17. Okay.
Chapter 17, verse 1. Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. I have it up.
All right. Just let's start reading. So it says, I'll read. But wait, actually, I don't know if my translation would match yours. Do you mind reading?
All right.
Okay.
Sure. So I have the Sahih International Translation.
Makes sense.
It's a clear one. Unless you want to translate directly from Arabic into English,
It's okay.
then I can.
It's okay, my brother. Just go ahead. Just don't read the parentheses.
All right, sure. Exalted is he who took his servant by night from Al-Masjid Al-Haram to Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa, whose surroundings we have blessed to show him of our signs. Indeed, he is the hearing, the seeing.
Beautiful. Who's the servant?
What was that?
Who's the servant?
Exalted is he who took his servant. Yeah, it's Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam.
Where does the verse say it's Muhammad?
This is known. It's known that it is Muhammad.
Is it known in the Quran?
It's known through the ahadith.
Okay, so the Quran doesn't clarify this?
Hold on, I'll bring you up the verse. Hold on.
No, my friend, you don't have to do that. You don't have to bring the hadith. I trust you. I know this story. He's calling me.
No, it's not the hadith. It's the Quran.
Oh,
I'm sure there's a verse of it, unless it's not. I'm just.
I'm gonna give you a little spoiler alert. There is no verse in the Quran that tells you who this is. Matter of fact, verse 2 actually gives you kind of a hint of who it's talking about.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear you. Sorry, I got a call. Sorry. What'd you say?
It's known through the hadith, though, through true, clear verses that have been authenticated.
Where in the Quran does it say that it's Muhammad?
It doesn't have to say, since this is already known. Like what?
So the Quran doesn't clarify this?
No, it doesn't.
So is the Quran a clarification of all things?
See, the Quran doesn't specify. As you can see, it didn't specify. This is a unspecific verse.
And it being unspecified is also unclear. How do you know this is not Moses?
This is,
bro, stop calling me, bro.
Because through the hadith, it says that it's Muhammad.
So the Quran is unclear.
Hold
on, bro, my brother, please. You're not following. The Quran is unclear. So this person needs to get blocked. Hold on a second. There we go.
Like, honestly, guys, this.
There we go. Sorry about that. Can you hear me? I think I was getting trolled, guys. I think I was getting trolled.
Yeah,
I think one of the Muslims calling me. But what I didn't hear what you said. But okay, so it's not clarified who the servant is. So it's not clear who the servant is, right?
No, it's unspecified. It's not specific.
So that means that it's not clear who the servant is from the text alone, right?
It's
just be honest.
Clear who it is. It's clear. It's clear though. We know who this is.
So show me from the Quran, brother. Listen to the issue, and I think you see the issue, but you're playing games right now. I'm giving you a chance to be honest, and I'm giving you a chance to have intellectual honesty here, bro. Please.
I can see how you see this as a contradiction.
So is the verse clear on who the servant is, man?
It's unspecific.
Is it clear?
It's unspecific. It's unspecific. It's clear, but it's unspecific.
Show me from the Quran, brother. Listen to the issue, and I think you see the issue, but you're playing games right now. I'm giving you a chance to be honest, and I'm giving you a chance to have intellectual honesty here, bro. Please.
I can see how you see this as a contradiction.
So is the verse clear on who the servant is, man?
It's unspecific.
Is it clear?
It's unspecific. It's unspecific. It's clear, but it's unspecific.
It's clear, but it's unspecific. It's clear, but it's unspecific. I'm dead. You can't make this up, man. You cannot make this up. What's up, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
So I see your contention on Islam being false. So we got Jesus, right? Who you assume to be God, right?
Wait, what's my contention of Islam being false?
So I've heard from you. I watched a couple of your videos. Your video says that Islam is false for one reason, that Muhammad rejects the divinity of Jesus. Is that correct?
That's one of the reasons, but that's like part of it.
Would you say that's the main reason, or the divinity is the most important, right?
It's one of the reasons why Muhammad's false. It's because he contradicts the teachings of Jesus as a whole. That's mainly why. Yeah.
Can I ask you what his teaching is?
You don't know his teachings?
According to you, I want a clarification.
You want to clarify? So we get his teachings from the New Testament. Would you agree?
Christians, yeah.
No, like period. Like what Jesus said.
I'm Muslim, so no.
But what Jesus said and did, how do you know what Jesus said and did without the New Testament?
We don't need the New Testament, so we believe the Quran. And the Quran is revealed by Allah.
What language did Jesus speak?
He spoke Aramaic.
How do you know that?
Say it again?
How do you know that?
This is what historians have all said, early historians.
Where did they get that from?
I have no idea, but this is the consensus.
They get it from the New Testament.
Okay.
So you do need the Bible. You do need the New Testament. You're relying on the New Testament for your information about Jesus.
You're telling me what his language he spoke, Aramaic. That's the language that his geographical location that they spoke.
How do you know his
How do you know his
you just appealed to the New Testament without realizing it. How do you know his geographical location?
It's stated in the Quran.
Show me where in the Quran it tells you where Jesus was, where he preached, where he was born.
It says he was preached in the land of Israel.
Yeah, show me where it says that.
Sure. Give me a second.
Oh, take your time, man. Take your time. In the meantime, YouTube chat, go ahead and hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Love the stream. Love it. Like it. Like if you're disobedient.
You go to Surah Al-Baqarah, you can go to 287.
287 doesn't tell you where Jesus was.
We could read it, and it tells you that he was sent to the Israelites.
Where were they?
That's just you. Now you're just clutching on straws.
What do you mean I'm clutching at straws? I asked you where was Jesus' geographical location, and
let's read it.
You said the Quran tells you. The Quran doesn't tell you.
Absolutely. It tells you that he preached to the Israelites.
Where?
Common sense will tell you it's in Israel.
Where?
So it tells you in 287.
Wait, hold on. Israelites are scattered. They're everywhere. They're not. Where is this?
No, you're clutching on straws now.
No, I'm holding you to what you say. You said that clutching at straws is me holding you to what you say, but you can't even answer what you say.
So I gave you the verse that says he preached to the Israelites.
Where were they? My question, just to be clear, bro, I didn't ask you who did Jesus preach to. I asked you where was his geographical location. You said you don't need the New Testament for that. You got the Quran. Yeah. So show me in the Quran where Jesus was, not who he preached to.
I could give you another verse. So Surah Al-Madiyah 572.
Well, this verse doesn't count. I need an actual verse that answers the question.
Why doesn't it count? You want an exact verse that says that he was in Israel, that he preached to Israel. But I'm giving you a verse that says that he preached. It says all children of Israel.
So where
seems to me that you're clutching on straws.
Let me ask you this. Were the children of Israel, were the people of Israel scattered all over the world?
The children of Israel, were they scattered all over the world?
Uh-huh.
The majority of them, yes, some of them were.
Oh,
minority.
So there are children of Israel that are scattered in different nations. So where was Jesus when he was speaking to the children of Israel? Where?
Again, it doesn't say exactly where.
Thank you.
It tells you he preached to the children of Israel.
Thank you so much. That's all you had to do all you had to do was say, you know what, man? The Quran actually doesn't specifically tell us where Jesus was. But it tells us who he preached to, but it doesn't tell us where he preached, where he was. It doesn't tell us that. Right.
So when it says all children of Israel, where's the location supposed to be?
It could have been in Egypt. It could have been in Rome. It could have been somewhere else. They were
Bro,
all
that's-
over.
you
Matter
just-
of fact,
yeah.
hold on. Let me read you something, bro. Let me just read you something. Look at this. Look at this. Let me read you something.
I want to know where we're going with this. Anyways. This is interesting.
What I'm showing you is that the information that you get about Jesus, you get from the New Testament, while at the same time saying that you don't need it. It's almost like an atheist saying, I don't need God for morality, but they need God to justify morality. They reject God, but steal God's morality to argue against him. You reject the New Testament, but steal information from the New Testament to argue against it. You're just like an atheist. All right, so look, this is Acts chapter 2, just to give you an idea of where all the Jews were at. Now, there were dwelling in Jerusalem Jews, devout men from every nation under heaven. So Jews were from everywhere. And at this sound, the multitude came together. They were bewildered, yada, da, 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 right? And how is, so this is what they say, verse 8. How is it that we hear, each of us, in our own native language, Parthians, Medes, Elamites, and residents of Mesopotamia, Judea, Cappadocia, Pontus and Asia, Phrygia, Pamphylia, Egypt, and the parts of Libya belonging to Cyrene, and visitors from Rome, both Jews and proselytes, Cretans and Arabians. We hear them telling in our own language the mighty works of God. They were everywhere. So where in any of these nations did Jesus go to preach to the children of Israel?
It doesn't specify exactly, but it tells you, "O children of Israel."
Very good. See?
Where are you going? I honestly want to know where you're going with this.
That you're relying on the New Testament. That the geographical location of where Jesus was and the language he spoke, you get from the New Testament. Your historical information that you get about Jesus comes from the New Testament.
It doesn't specify. It doesn't specify like the city. I'm pretty sure it specifies it in the Hadith, but
it doesn't. The Hadith doesn't tell you either. I'm an original Quran. I'm an original Quran only Christian. You know, so I know the Quran. You know, but like the back of my hand, especially the uncorrupted parts of the Quran. The Hadith don't tell you either. In Islam, you don't know.
It says the Beni of Israel, the children of Israel. So I understand what you're saying, but yeah, it doesn't specify.
Thank you.
Anyways, the contention.
Stop. You understand why we're here? We're here because you said you don't need the New Testament to know about Jesus. And I just proved you in 2 cases you need the New Testament to know about Jesus. That's just 2.
Are you stating the fact that that's the only source that we get?
That's the primary. It's the primary source.
Yeah, but there's other secondary sources.
Okay. So when you have secondary sources, they are secondary or tertiary. They're not primary. So they won't be the proof. They will be evidence like supporting the primary evidence, but they're not the evidence itself. Do you get what I'm saying? They help or support.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, okay. I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
So now, would you like a third? Would you like a third example of how you need the New Testament to know something about Jesus?
Yeah, give me another example.
Okay,
go ahead.
How did Jesus pray?
How did Jesus pray?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very interesting. On how your God prayed. So he prostrated and he put his forehead to the ground.
How do you know that? Show me in the Quran where Jesus prostrated and put his forehead to the ground and prayed, like Allah does.
No, Allah does not do that.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Chapter 2. Chapter 2, it says the prayers of your Lord. The prayers of your Lord are on the people.
It doesn't say prayers of your Lord.
Yes,
let's not switch topics.
What is salat?
It says yusalli. But let's not switch
topics. What is yusalli? What is that?
It can mean blessings.
No,
it doesn't mean prayers.
It could mean blessings.
Salah means prayers. Yeah.
Salah means prayer. What is salawat?
Salawat, blessings upon or prayers upon.
Prayers upon. So in chapter 2, verse 187, I believe it says that the salawat of your Lord and his mercy upon those. So
let's read what it says.
Yeah, go ahead. Remember, you just said.
I wanted to mention that you are changing the subject.
I'm not changing anything. I'm attacking what you said. You did this. You tried to throw a jab at Jesus for prayer. Oh, how your God prayed? Oh yeah, okay, I can tell you. Well,
No, but
yeah.
it's not your God prostrates.
Well,
Why is your God
Well,
prostrates?
your God prostrates. Why does your God prostrate?
No, it doesn't. Where did okay? Show me where Allah prostrates.
Hold on.
I will personally send you $1,000.
Okay. You know what? I'm sorry. The Quran
I'll
isn't.
send you $1,000.
I got you.
I
got you. The Quran is unspecific about how Allah prays. This is one of those unspecific verses. It doesn't tell you.
No, but show me where he prostrates.
It don't tell you how. It don't tell you how he prays. It just tells you he prays.
Okay.
Right,
What's the verse? What's the verse?
My bad.
What's the verse? So we
157.
You made a claim you couldn't substantiate.
157. The claim is right here.
So it says he prostrates. Well, I'll read it.
It says he prays. It says he prays.
It doesn't. I'm reading it right. Okay, go ahead, read it.
They are those on whom are the salawat from their Lord.
Read it in English.
Why would I read it in English? Why would I read it in English?
Because you're trying to lie to your viewers.
What do you mean lie? You said salawat means prayers.
Okay, let's read it. It says those are the ones upon whom are blessings from the Lord and mercy.
But hold on, no. The word isn't blessings, it's
Sahih
prayers,
International.
right? But hold on, Mawaya. It says prayers though, right?
Say it again. It doesn't say prayers.
It says
prayers means Allah.
Mawaya, what's the Arabic word there that is used there?
Muawiyah.
Sorry for saying it wrong. What's the Arabic word there?
I'm reading the English. I was reading.
I know. Read the Arabic. Get the Arabic.
Okay. So are you trying to say the translation lied?
Yes. The translation lied.
Is that okay, so the Christians are right on the translation, but the Muslims are not.
No. Other Muslims are right on the translation because other Muslims translate it as prayers.
But like which translation? I'm looking at all of them. Pickthall, Yusuf Ali.
Can you get the Arabic word for me, please?
Again, you made a yeah.
Yeah, I made a claim that it says prayers. So what is the word there in Arabic?
It doesn't say prayers.
Huh?
No, it doesn't say prayers.
What is the Arabic word? Is it salawat? Is it
no?
Is it salawat in chapter 2, verse 157? Don't lie.
Salawatu.
So is it salawat there?
Salawatu.
So salawat means what?
It doesn't mean prayers. It doesn't only mean prayers.
But hold on. If I were to rewind the tape 2 minutes back, stop talking, please, because you just lied. If I were to rewind the tape 2 minutes back, you yourself said salawat means prayers. That's what you said. Now you're saying salawat doesn't mean prayers, guys.
It says salawat. It says salawatun. Do you know the difference?
Get out of here. Get out of here. Just 2 minutes ago, when I asked him, because I knew you would do this. I had you admit before I showed you the verse what the word salawat means. And he said prayers. And right here it says salawat, the prayers of your Lord and his mercy are on the guided ones. Why they gotta lie like this, man? Why do they gotta lie like this? It's as if they don't know that you're being recorded, man. Okay, for the Muslims that are coming up, maybe this will help to give you incentive to tell the truth. You're being recorded. Let me tell you how many people are watching. There's 2,400 people watching on YouTube, 840 on TikTok. Do the math. So when you lie and you get caught in your lie, 2,400 people see it on YouTube, 840 people see it on TikTok. That's over 3,000 people that are watching you guys lie and in 4K. So just to encourage you to stop lying, just to just to give you a push, man, to stop fibbing around here. There's thousands of people watching us, man. Stop lying. Why you always lying? Why they always lying? Oh, Lord, stop freaking lying. You keep getting caught in 4K. Do you know what it's doing to me? Oh, stop lying, man. Stop lying. Why they always lying? No, Allah. Why they always lying in 4K? They keep getting caught. Do they know what it's doing to me? Stop, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. All right, let's bring it back. Bring it back now, y'all.